Greetings and welcome to the energy of Sagittarius. This is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. Tarot of the Twin Sun is a functional division within the Order of the Twin Sun. I do welcome you to the channel and its contents. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and if you would like a private reading, I can be made available. To this date, I don't think Sagittarius has ever requested a reading, but here's your free content. We'll go ahead and begin with a 9-card spread. Known as the Great Mirror, the 9th house is open, auspicious for the sign of Sagittarius. The Great Mirror is a tool devised by the Order in order to see apparent karmas that may exist between Sagittarius and a significant other. Please take only what you will, use your discretion. Wow, interesting spread. Okay. Okay. This has to do with a quest for a new beginning, something that you have been searching for in terms of realities that are existent outside of what you already have, what you've already been gifted in terms of communities or families or commitments that you already have. Not only that, this has to do with the idealization and finding a sense of empowerment through what you can deem beautiful in terms of idealized versions of reality, coming up with a way to make those things happen. There also is a possibility that you are being trailed by someone that is now sort of savvy to what they have had in the past, and that they want to bring forward some sort of resurrection. If that doesn't resonate for you, you can tune off immediately. But so far, there is an element of retribution here, and this comes as a burden for the energy of Sagittarius, a big-time burden. You're dealing with someone that has the affinity towards Mars and Saturn. Okay, so immediately there's like an extremely karmic, warlike mentality around them. At the same time, they can mean good, but it's out of some sort of thing that it's like their fear of missing out. You already have what you need. There's something about you that can get more. There's almost a type of hoarder-like mentality, not in a negative sense, but essentially it's as if you are looking for newness outside of the situation. You find the old past to be boring, but it's trying to come back for some way. There are certain things that are spinning and certain gateways that are opening up in terms of links to the past that have to do with a past that is tied to the energy of the Three of Swords, which is essentially the card of difficulty, the card of unbending, the inability to really think something out properly, to no longer want to think about it. There's something about the energy of Sagittarius that is exploring, especially in the etheric realm, about what could have been, yes, but pulling from those experiences, especially the connection with this significant other. It represents a type of death and transformation that they're going through, but they're also learning about what they have missed. They're trying to listen to that and trying to find a sense of balance within all of that. difficulty. It's very difficult considering that things have irrevocably transformed, or that this relationship was designed to transform them in some certain way. They have found the power, but now there's something about them that feels a lack in terms of emotional context. Okay, so this is obviously about separation. Okay, this is also obviously about something that has to do with a revival that wants to come in after the separation, after the fact, and there's a lot of propelling energies. The World card as well as Fortune card. After judgment, and then it leads to the Three of Swords. Okay, great deal of conditions, terms and conditions that have to do with this change in order for things to work. If you even wanted it to work, they would have to sacrifice something about what they have in order to move to you in a very slow and methodical way to add to something that has been missing, an element of hard work. But I think you've already gone, or there's something ghosty about you that is gone. It's gone. It's too much of a burden, and there's something about it also that has been quite ridiculous for some time. But doesn't mean that you are totally sort of not thinking about it. There's something about you that will find joy in actually moving on your path of discretion, of true release, and also truth that comes at the hand of fate that you have been dealt with, and your understanding of this idea of a twisted lottery, how funny it can be. At the same time, there's something about you that would be willing to be a friend, um, but at the same time, there's something about you that will stand according to your truth. Um, this person uh, is sort of torn in a way. There's something that they have to tend to in terms of a great deal of responsibility with family outside of the situation, their own spiritual place. There's a lot of spirituality going on within them that can make them seem aloof or committed elsewhere. But they have your attention, and perhaps um, there's something very mischievous in terms of what is going on here. Both of you are like agents of complacency, and this is not a bad thing. There's an element of stillness here, in which both of you still cross each other's minds, but then both are already being sort of pulled by the past and the future into various other types of relationships. This can be a friend or a lover, and then new friends or lovers come along. And there still is this sense that the future is very much calling, but whether or not both of you are in each other's futures remains undetermined. There's something about this feeling of sort of being subject to the great cosmic comedy of love, and the radiance of it that can be quite delightful in terms of its stupidity, but also of its grace in terms of its innocence. Perhaps that's something that both of you can revel in. Um, but yeah, I mean, too much is going on in terms of dichotomies, in terms of the split, and there's just way too much of a burden going on, and this forever ceaseless, sort of steadfast but slow movement towards some sort of idealized version of a reality that both of you can share is not being shared. And for the time being, I'm not exactly sure if this type of judgment, this type of resurrection would be possible. There's something that you can learn from the mirroring of this stillness that both of you have, this despondency, this coldness even, that can be a way to see how respectful you can be even in a place of distant sarcasm or humor. Okay? That is what I see. Um, yes, thank you. And yeah, please hit that like if that was cool. All right, thank you. Bye bye.